Leaker Sonny Dixon just gave us our very first look at the Galaxy S26 series. And trust me, this one's interesting. You're looking at dummy leaks that hint Samsung might be chasing Apple's design language for its 2026 flagship lineup. Instead of the usual S26 and S26 Plus, Samsung is rumored to launch three models: the Galaxy S26 Pro, S26 Edge, and the S26 Ultra, all expected to arrive in February 2026. Now here's the twist. The alleged Galaxy S26 Edge dummy looks heavily inspired by the iPhone 17 Pro. It's rocking a huge camera island across the top, stretching nearly 30% of the back panel, very similar to Apple's design. Meanwhile, the Galaxy S26 Pro and S26 Ultra seem to retain that classic Samsung vibe, but with changes. The Pro might get a rear camera island, much like what we've seen on recent Galaxy A series phones. And the Ultra? It's dropping the sharp, boxy look. Instead, the corners are now noticeably more rounded compared to the S25 Ultra. Camera-wise, don't expect a total redesign. The sensor arrangement stays the same as the S25 series, but Samsung may add a raised bump for the main three lenses, while the flash and smaller rings stay separate. Another big upgrade? The dummies hint at full Qi 2 wireless charging support. That means magnets built right inside the phone pop, so no need for extra accessories to get that magnetic wireless charging experience. First up, Jukanlosriv reports that Samsung will introduce a brand new privacy protection display technology called Flex Magic Pixel in the Galaxy S26 Ultra. This will be the first time Samsung uses it in a consumer smartphone. According to the report, Flex Magic Pixel works like an advanced privacy protection film, adjusting OLED pixels with AI to control viewing angles. Basically, when you open sensitive apps, the screen can limit visibility, preventing prying eyes from seeing your data. Samsung first teased this at Mobile World Congress 2024, and now it's finally making its way into a real flagship. Importantly, this tech will only be exclusive to the Ultra model of the S26 lineup, though there's a good chance future fold and flip devices may also adopt it. Next, moving to the design side, Crow has spotted something big. In the Galaxy S26 Ultra prototype, the camera hole is not visible. That suggests Samsung could be using an under-display camera for a cleaner, uninterrupted screen design. While it's still early to confirm, this aligns with Samsung's long-term push to hide sensors beneath the display. If true, this could make the S26 Ultra the sleekest Ultra yet. A brand new leak has just dropped about Qualcomm's most powerful mobile chip yet, the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5, and it could give the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra a major edge. According to reliable tipster digital chat station on Weibo, via Taran Vats, Qualcomm isn't releasing just one version of its flagship processor, but two. The leak claims that both versions will feature two prime CPU cores, but the clock speeds set them apart. The standard model runs at 4.61 GHz, while the faster premium model pushes things up to 4.74 GHz. Samsung is reportedly the only brand launching a phone with the faster edition, and that device is almost certainly the Galaxy S26 Ultra. If true, Samsung could even market this chip as the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy, just like it has done with earlier for Galaxy editions. Outside of those prime cores, both versions share the same powerhouse specs. 6 high-performance cores clocked at 3.63 GHz and the Adreno 840 GPU running at 1.2 GHz. That setup promises not only incredible raw power, but also next-gen graphics performance for gaming and AI-driven features. Interestingly, other major brands like Honor, iQOO, OnePlus, Realme, and Xiaomi are expected to use the standard edition this year. Only later, likely in 2026, will they move toward the faster model. Meanwhile, Samsung securing early access to the premium variant could give the S26 Ultra a serious exclusivity advantage. They said Samsung couldn't surprise us anymore, and then this happened. The Galaxy S26 Ultra isn't even out yet, and already Ice Universe, one of the most accurate Samsung insiders, has dropped bombshell leaks that will change how you see this phone. On paper, the S26 Ultra looks like a beast, but it also comes with a decision from Samsung that's already sparking controversy. Let's start with RAM. According to Ice Universe, the Galaxy S26 Ultra will pack 10.7 GB/s LPDDR5X RAM, the same blazing fast type as the S25 Ultra. But here's the kicker. the capacity might still be stuck at 12 gigabytes. Now, don't get me wrong, 12 gigabytes is more than enough for almost anyone. You can open dozens of apps, run heavy games, edit 4K videos, and never feel the phone slow down. But in a world where Android flagships like the Xiaomi Ultra, OnePlus 15, and even Google's Pixel 10 series are pushing 16 gigabytes a minimum and going all the way up to 24 gigabytes, Samsung's decision could make the S26 Ultra look, well, underpowered on paper. And here's the twist. The only other major phone still doing less than 12 gigabytes is the iPhone, sitting at just 8 gigabytes. But if RAM left you a little underwhelmed, the next leak will blow you away. Remember last week's One UI 8.5 leak? Buried in that info was a gem. The S26 Ultra will jump to 60-watt wired charging, a massive leap from the 45-watt charging on the S25 Ultra. That's a 33% speed boost. But numbers on a spec sheet don't tell the whole story. Ice Universe just revealed Samsung's official charging times, and they are seriously impressive. The 5,000 milliamp hour battery in the S26 Ultra can reportedly hit 75-80% in just 30 minutes, and that's Samsung's conservative claim. The tipster says in reality, it could actually hit 90% in that same half hour. For context, the S25 Ultra topped out at 72% in 30 minutes. That means the S26 Ultra could cut charging time by 25% compared to last year, a difference you'll feel every single day. And while it still won't match the insane 100-watt plus charging speeds of some Chinese rivals, Samsung is finally closing the gap. Based on these numbers, we might even be looking at a full 0-100% charge in about 45 minutes, something Samsung fans have been waiting years for. The Galaxy S26 Ultra might not win every spec battle on paper, but with a massive charging upgrade, One UI 8.5 out of the box, and Samsung's proven stability, it's shaping up to be one of the most refined and balanced flagships of 2025. The only question is, will 12 gigabytes of RAM be enough to satisfy spec-hungry users when competitors are flexing 24 gigabyte monsters?